There we go. Can y'all hear me now? I think it's working now. And I'm waiting for it to catch up. Hey, folks, AJ, the CEO here. Thank you so much. We hitting this up so we can do some Sunday chats to chat with y'all. Hopefully everybody had a great service, whether you had one today, yesterday, Friday, don't really matter. Hey, whatever time we celebrate, that's what's important. I'm just waiting to catch up to see if my audio is coming through fine. Let me know. There we go. Can y'all hear me now? All right, so I can hear perfectly fine. I hope y'all are doing well. We haven't done this as much, but like I said, we are looking at expanding our content more and giving y'all what y'all want, folks. So thank you so much. Again, this is not necessarily a Q&A. Sorry, my headphones got stuck under my chair. The cable, that is. But you can throw some questions my way if you have some. This is just meant for a place for a public example of what we do for our roundtables. We are going to have one, and I think I forgot to post that on the Facebook group. But we're going to have a roundtable today, and let me post that while I'm talking to y'all. But let me know, how did everything go today? How'd y'all go as well? Looks like somebody's using the ATEM for at the White House. That's awesome. But anyway, let me know, folks. How'd your service go? Everything. We got some folks chiming in from St. Kitts. I've been there. That's awesome. I got Moses. I think and I hope that's not spam, because if you are, you's about ready to get gone. Anthony, hello. Simon, hello. James, Mike, what's going on, folks? Hey, we're here. Let me know, how did service go with y'all? Whether it be today, yesterday, anytime this week. Did y'all have any New Year's services? Not New Year's, but Christmas Eve services, Christmas Day service, anything like that? Let me know, folks. And I am posting here. We will have a round table today at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let me post the image here. I actually had to play today, so that was fun. We put some people out there, so let them know, hey, we still get her in. So we had a blast today. I'm playing again first Sunday in January, but then we are on the road. Daniel, hey man, we're a few days away from being up in Chicago, man. I need to get some info from you so we can catch up, sir. I'm still fighting with Amazon to make sure some stuff went through. So we got, you know what? I'm not gonna post some people because we got some. Hopefully we don't have nothing crazy pop out on here, but we got here. Service was pretty cool. We had some issues with ProPresenter. What issues did you have there, sir? Let me know. Also, Anthony was saying that service was amazing. Yeah, I think everything went great today too. We got to rip and run on the organ. Got a chance to do some songs we haven't done in a long time. But this isn't. I mean, I'm here to answer your questions. So Anthony, if you want to drop them, that's fine. But also, hey, we just want to try and chat with y'all, because I'm gonna start doing some more kind of stuff, I guess, that would be more appropriate for members and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily training, but I really think I want to share with y'all a lot of the stuff that I've done, that hopefully to get y'all moving forward in whatever capacity that is. And a lot of it is mindset, and a lot of it is taking that thing that a lot of us have been studying, that Bible, and actually putting it to work in principles, and that honestly very few people are doing. That's why you hear so few people are, he says, greater things, greater work shall you do, not seeing the greater works. So I just want to, I give all praise, honor, and glory to God for all the things that are going on with this channel. And I'm so thankful for that. And I hope y'all know that. And I try and tell y'all I appreciate that so much. But I want to share with y'all the victories that God has given me through this, and share with you the exact same thing. So like I said, I am here. Y'all want to fire some stuff away? And let's see. And I didn't realize I had this comment up the entire time. Steven here. We did a video service via Zoom this morning and a live service on Christmas Eve. Both went well. Thanks for all the tips over the past months. They're very helpful. Awesome, Stephen. I'm glad everything worked out. And Daniel was talking about, can't wait. Let's connect before you get here so I can be where you are. All righty. I'm going to be up on the 3rd, but I don't think I'm actually doing anything until the 4th there. So, hey. All right, and awesome name. Insert name here says, have you ever used a Behringer X-Air XR18 or incorporated that mixer into a streaming service? Actually, yes, I have. That is at, what's the name of the ministry? I see their logo right now in front of me. It was 2 of them, actually. One of them was Liberty Baptist Church in Amelia. Another one was down in Suffolk. Why is his name escaping me right now? I see his face, and I see the logo. But, yes, both of them had it. What question do you have with it? What we did in the configuration is we ran the outputs of 7 and 8, I think the auxes or whichever auxes that you can configure through the iPad, and we just ran that out. But what is your system? What are you connecting it to? So let me know. Mike was saying, can't do the roundtable tonight. Got a family get together. That's what the roundtable is, Mike. I got you, man. Praying for you, man. Daniel was saying that he uses the XR18 and the X-Air app, and it's wonderful. Awesome. Hey, if you got any questions, insert name here, fire them away. One other thing, I'm going to actually work on that. I should have worked on this when I got home. I actually just came back from taking a tour of Pastor Taylor's new building that they just got for Signs and Wonders Ministries. And we're going to be doing a video, and I'm going to play off of my love for Marvel. And we're going to do a what if episode of design the ministry, design the tech. So they have a blank slate. I'm actually drying my daughter's blanket, and I'm just hearing this loud noise here going through the mics. But we're going to do a what if episode of designing everything. They have a wonderful space. The sanctuary, the entire building, the campus is great, but it has nothing. The only thing that in the walls are telephone lines. So this is going to be a blank slate to design the sound, the video, the audio, the networking, the speakers on the outside, security cameras, door access. I mean, I'm just going to throw everything as if money was not an object, throwing it at it and, helping Pastor Taylor with some design concepts and things like that. So be on the lookout for that. If I got enough time, I'm going to actually do that here before that. But let me know, folks. Hey, I am here to chat with y'all and see what things y'all are looking forward to in your ministry going into next year. And also, this is a chance for y'all to holler at me and give me some questions. Now, I do have something that is in the works that I would like to get y'all's input on, please. I am, revising the stuff that I'm doing. So I have some logos professionally made instead of just me making them. And I want to get y'all's opinion. What do y'all think? I have an opinion on some of these already, but I want to throw them out to see what y'all think. So here is logo number 1 for the new and improved design of AJ the CEO. This one actually is in revision. I want to make one change to it, and I'll let y'all know. But here's number 1. Let me know what y'all think of this one. All right, that's number 1. The revision that I've asked to be done is to change AJ the CEO all in one word in the exact same font, but still have the alternating colors. All right, and then number 2 is this one. So let me know. What do y'all think? Number 2 or number 1? What do y'all think? I like both of them. I'm leaning more towards this one than the other one, but let me know. I mean, I'm trying to work on some more branding on some stuff, which all ministries should do. You want, when somebody sees, it needs to be able to stand out. Everybody knows what AJ the CEO is, but there are a bunch of AJ the CEOs out there. But I want to do something that stands out, a logo that when somebody sees, it knows exactly what it is. So again, that's number 2. this is number one. So let me know what y'all think. And again, I got this designed. Similarly, when I redesigned, hired somebody to make a design for Formation Sports. We recently made that change as well, too. And I'm really excited about the logos that was done, and I'll show you that here in a second. I do work on Fiverr as well, too, but I am really excited that we all need to learn that some of us have different skill sets, and it's nothing to matter with hiring somebody when they have a different skill set other than you that's more proficient. That's business right there. You surround yourself with great people. So here is the new Formation Sports logo. I am really excited about that. Really, really cool there. So let me know. Again, all of these were done through Fiverr. If you need logos for your ministry, I highly recommend y'all check them out. So I think I've blabbed enough to get some more comments going on. Mike was saying here, had a lot more people view our Christmas Eve service than normal this year. Thankful. That is awesome. Pat, my day was so-so. We got a X32, and I'm trying to learn. I couldn't get the praise team to come through the house. Okay, Pat, what's your setup? And when you're saying you couldn't get them coming through the house, is it because the mics weren't routed to the speakers? Give me a little detail. Maybe we can help you figure that out. Daniel wants to know, should I buy the full version of Presenter? Well, it depends. You're saying you're using Pro Presenter right now. Are you using Pro Presenter 6 or 7? Give me some more details before I fire that away. Because if you're buying the full version of Presenter by Worship Extreme, that's a monthly fee. Pro Presenter 7 is great as long as you know how to work it and you got a system to go behind it. Back to Pat. Maxes on my volume. Could you turn up a little bit? Okay, sure. I went up just a little bit. Now my headphones is loud. Let me bring me down. All right. So I turned it up a little bit. Please let me know how that sounds. All right. So I just unmuted and I sound loud there. So let me know. Anthony, back to saying some questions here. We're having trouble getting it to display the main picture on the TV scenes and the multi-view in our media booth. How can we fix this? Now, when you're saying you're having trouble, what's happening? Is it flickering? Is it going in and out? Is it not showing up at all? Give me some details, and we can try and work through it. Daniel wants to know, are you doing any OBS bundle updates? I have. That's in a list of things that I'm looking at doing. I'm looking at doing a revision. I'm looking at doing a 2022 revisioning and re-recording of the OBS how to live stream your church service from beginning to end. That video I did pre-COVID. And a lot of things have changed since then. So I'm going to redo that and then possibly make some changes. I'm working on getting some different designs, some different concepts as well as implementing a lot of changes that have happened in a hybrid service. So that is in the works, sir. Can't give you a definite time because I need to fix my mess with my book that has been delayed, and then I made a mistake. And I just realized I got to do that today because tomorrow is the cutoff. I need to fix with Amazon. So that is a work. But back to Daniel, you said 1 is nice, but number 2 is nice too. Pat is saying number 1. Mike says number 2. Maybe I should do a poll. Let's do that. Which logo? Number 1 and number 2. All right, so I just put a poll out there so y'all can answer that there, please. And I'll just look at the values and see how we go. I mean, I bought both logos, so I can pick whichever one will go. Because I'm, like I said, working on the branding, folks. We're doing some different stuff. All of my stuff used the same font and everything. So we just wanted to carry over. We're going to be doing another logo one more time for Bless This House. So looking forward to that. Oh, yeah, Steve, thank you. I appreciate you doing that. Don't forget to hit the like button, folks, which I do appreciate, which I'm just going to do it again. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. And we got the link fixed for our 50K giveaway. I actually had to remake the whole thing all over again. So the link here, I'm going to show it to you. It is grow.ajhomes.com/50K giveaway. PTZ Optics is giving me a 20X PTZ camera to give away. And I am throwing in as a runner up, we're going to, for number 2 person, is going to get an ATEM Mini Extreme. And just to confirm with y'all that it is working, here is, oh, I went to the wrong image. Hold on. Boom. There we go. Now, let's go to here. There we go. So there's the link working. You don't have to enter more than once because I do a distinct in my SQL database to pull everybody out that's been listed more than once. But you can have multiple people in your ministry listed in there. Again, you know, this is my way of giving back. Also, once we hit $1,000 a month in supporter revenue from YouTube members as well as Patreon supporters, we are giving away an ATEM Mini Extreme, or I set up a poll, and the community of supporters get to pick what we give away that month. And that's given away to the members and supporters for helping this ministry. That's what this is. We're helping reach and stuff like that. So what y'all are giving is going right to helping. Let y'all know, for the people who asked, I had somebody contact me, and we may be going to Fort Worth, Texas, in a couple of months. So I'll keep y'all updated on that. So right now, these are the trips that we have so far. The first week in January, we're going to Chicago. Then on the 13th to the 19th, we're going to be in Florida, and maybe a little bit longer because I have 2 other ministries that have reached out to me. Then we're going to be back here, and then we're going to be doing some work in Maryland. Then we're going to be doing some work in North Carolina, and then South Carolina. Then we also have Michigan, Texas, and Alabama. So thank God we're bouncing a lot of places. So I will let y'all know. Keith was saying, and did I switch back? No, I didn't. Oh, y'all been staring at this the entire time. No, I didn't. I switched it back. Am I tripping? Why is my stuff frozen? Oh, I see it, folks. Hold on. I see what I did. I brought up the logo. I made the changes on my ATEM, but didn't realize vMix was doing it. So my bad. Oh, man, it happens to the best of us, folks. So anyway, that's where we're going. We got a lot of stuff, and just so thankful about everything. Keith was saying, out of all the logos, keep the one that you currently have. Well, I appreciate it. Let's see, James here. I want to thank you for your inspiration. I'm about to step into a new role at my ministry, I'm assuming. The church is expanding from the front row iPad to a PTZ and a stationary camera, OBS, and worship. Extremely excited. Hey, I'm excited for you too, James, man. That is awesome. I just celebrate everybody's growth, man. I really want everyone to take a moment, turn around, and look at where y'all were January 1st of this year, even the year before that, and just see how much. Look at the great works that have been done. I need y'all, this isn't to get on a high horse or nothing like that, but I want y'all to realize, look at what God has been able to do through all of our ministries with a willing spirit. Because there are many ministries I still deal with that still fight that we don't want this live streaming stuff. We need people to sit in seats so I can cough on you and stuff like that and spit on you. I mean, it's still people. I mean, that's fine. I'm saying that to joke. I don't have an issue with that. But look at what happened with willingness, how much we've been able to touch and minister and reach so many people that we haven't been able to before. So that's what I'm excited about. Stephen is going here saying, I like the clarity of the first one, the one you can tell exactly what you all about from it. Thank you. That's exactly It really is funny. That's exactly what the designer, when I hired him, I said, this is what I want. I sent him my channel, tell him what I do. And I said, I need it to be clear and concise. So I'm glad that was conveyed. Insert name here. I'm saying, thanks. I remote in to conduct services and currently use a Mackie FX Pro. And my issue is that people keep touching the volume knobs. Hey, I got the same issue. What I'm working on is having a taser. So when people touch the mics and do stuff, they get a zap. I mean, that's one of the constant issues. I don't know why people I feel like DD, people have that DD spirit. I don't know if y'all know about that DD spirit. That DD spirit is from Dexter's Laboratory. Ooh, what does this button do? I think people have that issue. And I'm like, I wish you would just leave it alone. So we got a lot of people saying that logo number 1 is winning right now. So let's see. Back to Pat here. I think that was it. Maybe he hasn't coming through the house, but we only had one part of the praise team. Okay. Yeah, that routing on the X32, it takes a minute for you to get your mind wrapped around it. Once you do, you got it. Insert name here says that the Air is perfect for volume control. Exactly. That's why I want to migrate and upgrade, because at my ministry, we've pretty much upgraded everything except for the sound, and that's something I really, really, really want to do. Mr. Clarence, I'm glad everybody said I bumped up the volume. It's like thought it was back to ears. Back to Anthony. It is only showing the multi-view in both locations. Okay. All right. If you're having that issue, make sure, let's cut over to my screen here real quick, and we'll show you something to verify. That's number 3. All right. So over in here, make sure that, let me turn my picture on. All right. So make sure in here, when you go to your outputs, your output number 1 and output number 2, make sure both of them are not set to the same thing. So my output number 2 is going to a multi-view. That is the screen that's right here in front of me. But then the output number 1 is the program out, which is going to my streaming PC and going over to vMix. So just be mindful of that. I think that's the thing, because if you're only seeing that, make sure it's not set to black or any of these other outputs that are not showing anything, like right there. Just that, I would say that's the first thing I would check if you're having those issues there, Anthony. Let's see. Yes, I will show the logos again. All right, number 1 is this one. And then number 2 is this one. So actually, let me just do it this way. That's number 1. And then that's number 2. Number 1, number 2. Number 1, number 2. So, yeah, I'm excited about it. These are one of those things that I try and share as well too. That your ministry and the growth that you want is your responsibility. It's not dependent on anybody else. Whether you're just one person in the media ministry, you can change everything. Again, I say this not from an arrogant standpoint. I pushed for us to do what we did. And, I jokingly say I set myself on fire and invited everybody to watch. That's what it really is. Sometimes y'all just got to go in on what your belief is. Even if you're the only one. When God calls you, he didn't set a conference call. He called you. He didn't call a group of people. He called you. So if you feel very convicted in a direction you need to go, I was always taught a long time ago, you don't confirm with another man what God has told you. If somebody co-signs it, without saying anything, that's an it seems like that's approved to go through. As many times I've wanted to go in a direction, and then I'll talk to somebody, and without even saying something, they say verbatim what was told to me. So I believe that's a confirmation. That's for me. Now, if God told you to do something and then you go to somebody else to ask if it's okay if you do it, no, don't do that. That's just me. I don't do that. But be mindful of that. Mike, had our scenes duplicate on us in OBS again today. Anybody else have this happen and knows why? No, I've never seen that, Mike. Not really quite sure. Uh-oh, Pat. You in Fort Worth? Okay, you never know. Pat, I don't have the details yet. I actually built a computer for a ministry out there, and they were going to send it back because I think Windows did an update, and this is the third church that's had some issues with a driver update. So they were going to send it to me, but they were asking if I can just come there and work on it, but then also do other things with the ministry. So I will give you some more details when that happens. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the frozen stuff. I guess I had that same issue as well too. For the people who are saying that, I'm looking at the stream. I need another monitor so I can see the output from. Actually, I do have another monitor. I don't got time to set it up right now, but yeah, folks, I'm really excited about it, and I don't say this from a braggadocious type of thing. I just realized that God is no respecter of persons. I'm so thankful for the things that He's doing that's why I'm so quick to tell y'all that y'all can do the same thing, because I know what I did, and it's not super, so super detailed that only a few people can do it. I am more than willing to try and help and share the things that I know that got me to where I'm at. And that's why I have Jaleel, so proud of him, of all the stuff that he's doing. And he's doing flyers for gospel artists, and he's getting called to help out other ministries. Have the same thing with Anthony. He was doing stuff at his local ministry, and then people have asked him to go other places. I'm just excited about, again, yes, I'm excited about hitting 100,000, 1 million subscribers, but I'm more excited about all of us hitting and impacting 100,000 some odd people. It'll be great. It's going to be great when I hit that amount, but it's going to be even greater when all of us do it. So that's what I'm really excited about, to see where y'all are going and what y'all are doing and helping. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say your name because I don't want to butcher it. Alex, I'll just call you that. Hopefully that doesn't offend you, which happens to be my middle name. Not the full name. Middle name is Alexander. But anyway, hey, AJ. So for the first time today, I tried out NDI video from a smartphone to OBS. We already had a wired camera, and there was audio sync issues with the NDI source, but we'll work on it tomorrow. Well, see, that's the issue with NDI. NDI has time. It's going to take time for it to process. So if you have a wired system, a wired is always going to be faster than NDI. And that's the reason why personally I don't use NDI for a camera unless it's a camera that's not meant to sync with the audio, as in an environmental shot of the entire sanctuary or something like that, that it's so wide that you can't link the audio with somebody's actual mouth, because it is going to be out of sync. That's just naturally how it's going to be. I mean, you can get it in sync, but you're going to have to put a whole lot more power into it on your computer, your network, and the device that's sending, receiving, and transmitting and all that other stuff with the wires. So don't think it's something the matter with your stuff. That's just naturally how it is, because you need a lot more infrastructure to speed that all up. All right, we got another one for number one. So I think we got it, folks. So I'm gonna end the poll. Thank you so much. Number one is what I liked as well too, because it was simple. That's what's gonna start replacing everything on the channel that you see in the lower right on videos and everything like that. And we're gonna get some designs going on as well too. So thank y'all so much. Steve has a question. Has anyone tried OpenLP for presentation software? I've played around with it. I thought it was pretty decent. Didn't have some of the stuff I was expecting, but from a good beginner application that people don't need a lot of bells and whistles, I think it's a good option as well too. Coach, what is going on? What is going on? So Daniel was saying, I'm using Presenter from Worship Extreme. Should get the full version, or do you recommend something else? As much as I like Presenter, if you go for the paid version, me personally, after 2 years, you would have paid the same price for Pro Presenter. And once you pay for Pro Presenter, you'll have all the bells and whistles from day one. I like Presenter as an entry that doesn't cost anything. And if you want to migrate to that monthly, I just like to say that after, especially if you go with the ones that opens up the multiple displays and everything like that, after 2 years, you would have paid for what Pro Presenter you get out of the box. Also, Presenter at this time does not have any NDI functionality to it. So if you want to have a stage display and all this other stuff, your computer would have to have multiple displays. And it's still very difficult to get graphics cards that have multiple displays unless you use like the USB to HDMI output. So if you were looking at it, I would say try it a month. And if you're satisfied with it, then keep renewing it. But me personally, from a cost standpoint, 2 years Pro Presenter would give you the same price after 2 years. Steven, and I should have got some water. I'm starting to get a little parched here. We built a rudimentary system for streaming amidst resistance from many, but after we used it for a while, people came around to having something more permanent in the sanctuary. That's how it always is. And that's awesome, Stephen. I mean, because I've seen so many people that fight. Why do people fight? And this ain't even a Christian thing. This is just human nature. The mind is meant to keep us safe. We don't want to do anything new. Our bodies are built, Bruce Lee said it, where our bodies are built perfectly to do the task that we do every single day. So instead of trying to diet and all this other stuff, make a decision to always want to run a mile every single day. Then your body will change so that it does not feel like stress. So I say all that to say people are resistant to change. We're used to being able to just sit here and just have everybody come to the house and you're able to do it this way. And the pandemic has forced people to change. And the people who are struggling are the ones who are fighting change. Again, we said it in my first book, Look Outside. How many horses and buggies are outside? There are none. How many electric cars that are out there? Things are changing, whether you like it or not. And and that's why I always applaud all of y'all who are pushing forward, because I know a lot of y'all, we are fighting an uphill battle. But again, sooner or later, that hill ain't but so high. Yes, it's tough, but once you get over it, just like Steven says, once you get everybody to understand, then it's like, oh, and then all of a sudden those same people act as if it was their idea as well too, which I always think is funny. Back to insert name here. I've had a lot of issues with people wanting the stream service but don't want to use cables or cameras. Hey, I mean, you're going to need to do something to get it consistent. I mean, as long as you hide them, it should be fine. Pat, I will let you know. Please email me at questions@ajhomes.com and state as so. Again, I'm thankful for everything that's going on, but man, that's why I'm doing a lot of the stuff and offloading a lot of stuff to my admin, some of the stuff, because I mean, this is a good problem to have to where I can't do this stuff by myself anymore. So, hey, the more the merrier. But please email me so that way I can have you on the list. So, because I've had a lot of people say that when I'm in the area to let them know. And unfortunately, unless I don't put it down, I completely forget. So that's why I asked, please email me to do that. We got a lot of people helping each other out in here. James. My apologies. See, I was thinking about adding an iPhone NDI from behind stage to catch the back of the pastor in the congregation. That way I can add a 3 transition shot. Now, I think it still works. Just don't expect it to be in sync with people's lips. So if you need an environmental shot just to catch people, I think they work great. But if you're expecting to get the same performance out of an NDI that you would with a wired, it can be done, but you need a lot more horsepower to do it. Some of these PTZ cameras that have NDI, they work well, but then now the issue is syncing it with audio. You know, there's a bunch of stuff. So it can work. You just got to have the stuff in place to make it work. Carriers of the covenant, y'all. Many years ago, my spiritual mom told me, remember the vision or mission God gave me was for me, and most few would be able to see. I mean, well, that's the thing, folks. It's like, you know, all of us have a calling, and it's not to be co-signed by other people, asking for people's permission for it. Everybody has a mission. This is my current mission right now. When it was, I mean, it hurt. I've been playing for almost 30 years, and when I was asked to step down from music, God asked me to step down and do this. Everybody thought I was crazy. I even thought I was crazy. That's why I didn't do it for like 3 months until I finally jumped on board. And I am glad that I made the decision because it's been one of the most fulfilling things ever. And I had a lot of people tell me what I was doing was crazy. And they don't say that now. Well, it's a couple of people, but they're crazy. Anthony, thinking about going with the SMT AV 700 PTZ camera from the 4K camcorder. What do you think? Honestly, I think it's a great move. 4K cameras are awesome. Like right now, I have a 4K camera, but guess what? I'm streaming in 4K, but if you don't have a download speed that's fast enough and a 4K monitor to see it, no one is going to notice it. So I'm doing it for future proofing for me, but I'm still not at a point where I'm recommending churches get a 4K camera unless they're getting a camcorder like that. But, you know, 4K displays, I mean, 1080p displays are starting to get like 720p's. They just trying to give away 720p's, and 1080p's are almost the same way. Like this 32-inch that I have here was a 1080p, but my mom's TV last weekend, I went home to replace her TV, and it was a 1080p, a 40-inch, and a 40-inch at Best Buy was going for $229, but a 43-inch 4K TV was $250. $30 more for a 4K TV and 3 inches bigger? Yes. So, but anyway, I think the PTZ 1080p is still going to be great for quite a while in ministries. And a 4K PTZ, which used to be like 7,000, are now going for around like 15. So I mean, if they're not that expensive, but just realize if you go with a 4K camera, if you're hooking it to the A10 Mini Extreme, it ain't helping nothing. Because even my 4K Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera is going into the A10. It can only accept it at 1080p. My web presenter is the thing that's bumping it back up to 4K. So if you go with 4K cameras, you have to have a 4K video switcher. You need to have 4K cables. You need to have 4K displays. You need to have 4K capable upload speed for your internet. So it's up to you. If you're looking for future proofing, go for it. Go for a 4K. But back to your question, I think the SMT AV is a great move for you. And I'm sorry, my Google Home over there started picking up something I said for whatever reason. Anthony, what do you think about the Roland V1 HD? My church thinks about getting one. I've used that before. I think it's great. There are some features I don't like about it, so it doesn't have, unless they've done a firmware update. When I played around with it, I helped a church out in San Bernardino, California with one. Picks up over USB, works great, but a lot of the functionality of picture-in-picture, green screening, and all that stuff, it had to be done in software like OBS or vMix. Do I think they're great? Yes. For the price, I would go with the A10 Mini Pro for the same price. I don't know if they've changed prices, but I would do that over that. But it is a good device. I'm not trying to crap on it, but it is good. Daniel, that afterwards, man, I'm telling you, dude, I went in on church like today. So I put in some good work today. I don't know. Let me see if I can bring up, because I know in all transparency, man, I had some stuff. There's a lot of stuff I need to work on with my ministry. But let's see. Let's be real candid and show y'all what's going on here. Where can I go? Let's go here. And we're going to go to my church's page. So I actually, why did our live stream only start? Oh, nobody hit the start button till then. That's why. We're supposed to start at 15 minutes. But, hey, So right there, that shows that we need to really recalibrate our sound. Our bass and guitars were way louder than everything else. So we got, you got to start playing around with looking at your sound as well, too. And like I said, I go in, folks. There's your boy right there. We go in. So you can hear the drums are a little bit louder. I don't know if y'all can hear that. I started like this. Everybody say come. So we got a lot of stuff we got to work. It's a balance thing. And again, the pokes that I have upstairs, we're not trained audio files. But just like some of y'all have said, I want to move to a digital board mainly so I can have the iPad down there and I can control it right there on the spot. Because I hate having to do the move while I'm looking at the media and I'm like, hey, kill this instrument, kill this mic, and it's embarrassing, but I'm like, I know if I don't fix this, it's going to sound like garbage going out out for the whole world to see. So it's about not doing something artificial, but what we always say, if you can do better, do better. And if it can sound better, make it sound better. What else we got? We got some more folks up in here. Back to James here. After serving at a mega church where we had Pro Presenter, now back to a small church, I'm getting ready to use Easy Worship, and they have made some great changes that put them up there with Pro. Now, we started with Easy Worship. We cut them because when they went from 2007 to that next version, it was so many bugs, and they sunset the version that we were at that we were trapped because they didn't support it. And when we tried to upgrade a computer that was faster and to install the old version that we paid for, we couldn't. So that's ultimately why we went to Pro Presenter. And that was way before I knew about Worship Extreme. And if I had it to do again, I would do Worship Extreme. Even though now we're on Pro Presenter 7, But yeah, I think it's a good start, everyone. So right now, looking at the votes, we had 21 people voted, and 85% of everybody said that they like logo number 1. So that's what we're going to be going with, folks. So thank y'all so much. The main thing is going to be the logo. The AJ the CEO is going to be maybe sometimes over top of it, maybe be behind it, but that logo right there is what's going to be the main thing that y'all be seeing pretty soon. Coming here in the near future. Really, again, excited about everything that's going on. And I've been saying this, and I know it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse, but it's important, folks, that write the vision and make it plain. Please. Just based off of what I've shared with y'all in the last couple, I have my board right here on the wall that has my goals for this year. And the goal is to help 5 new ministries every month install a new system. And we aren't even in January, and I have 7 that's lined up. If that ain't proof that writing the vision and making it plain doesn't work, I challenge y'all. Just write something down on a piece of paper. Just do it. I mean, that's how it started with me. Because at first I'm just like, this don't make sense. If this was right, how come I didn't hear this my entire life? I'm 43. How come I didn't hear? And I was like, a part of me just came across. It was like, AJ, what do you have to lose? If it don't work, all you're doing is writing something down. If it don't work, what time did you waste? How much time is it for you just to take 5 minutes and less just to write down a goal? And then I did that, and then when it happened, I was like, okay, let me do it again just to make sure it's not a fluke. And let me do it just like in the same way. God, if you would take this and make the fleece wet, but the ground under it not wet. Or now, okay, just to make sure, now let the fleece be dry, but let the ground be under it wet. I mean, it's one of those things. And I asked, and that's how I run my business. That's how I run my YouTube channel. That's how I run aspects in my life. So for those of y'all who are talking about you want to grow and you've tried everything else and it seems like it doesn't work, humor me. Just take out a piece of paper, write out exactly how you would want your media ministry or whatever that you want, how you would want it to go. Now, when you write this out, don't write it out with a plan on how you need to do it. Write it out as the end result. So for me, mine on here says that I hit 100,000 subscribers in 2022. That's it. I didn't say, oh, I have to do this. That's what we talk about, the GPS mentality. Set the destination. The lefts, the rights, the U-turns, and the straightaways will come after you set the destination. Signs follow. They do not precede. So again, just humor me. I know everybody ain't going to do it, but the one person who does, I promise you, it's going to change your life because it's changed mine. And, you know, most people won't tell you the stuff. I'm just sharing you exactly what God's revealed to me. That's how my life is completely different just from that. Justin, is it possible to show a pre-recorded video into our YouTube live stream and get audio? We're using OBS and with the ATEM. Yes, you can. If you're using OBS, you could. I mean, it's a couple of ways you can do it. You can just bring up the video kind of like what I just did. I bring up my live stream and say you've recorded the whole thing, play it, plug it into the ATEM, and make the audio go through that connection, that input, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whichever one. Turn the audio on so it's going through there with the video, and you stream it that way. Or if you're using OBS, you can bring in the video, do a screen capture of that video, and do the exact same thing. There are multiple ways. And I've done that when I used to restream a previous service that I've done at our home ministry on our YouTube and stuff like that. So, and then you can also schedule it, reschedule it again. You can always do that as well too. STD live stream. Hello, AJ. Thank you for letting us know about Chrome Desktop. I streamed from home for the first time with our church service, COVID bound, and it came across very well. Thank you for all you do. Hey, awesome. I'm glad it worked for you. And get well soon. Uh-oh. D, the person who keeps me straight, my admin, thank you so much, D. The best thing that has happened this year is me hiring you. Thank you so much for just making this stuff so much smoother. I really appreciate you. I'm looking forward to business getting bigger so I can bring you on full time or whatever I could possibly I can do to help you grow whatever aspect that is. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Well, D, thank you for the super chat. You know, I'm gonna send it right back to you, but thank you. I appreciate it. Could you drop your email here? I got 2 emails. I don't want to tell you that one. Well, I'm gonna do it here, but just realize this email is for business only. And if nonsense ensues, you will be blocked for life from sending me anything at this email address. I've had to ban people like this before, folks. So this is business only. And I meant to do a extra line, but then let me do that again. Let's remove that. And then do this line here. There we go. All right. So I actually, and again, give you all a big shout out. If y'all are 501(c) compliant, y'all do realize, or you might not realize this, you can go and get Google Workspace at sometimes free or a heavily discounted price. I'm not 501(c) compliant, but all of my business stuff I've moved over to Google Workspace because I have partners, not employees. I have partners with me in business, so I get all those tools for them. And honestly, that would save y'all so much to move your ministry over to that, because you're using those servers to cancel out spam and all this other stuff like that. For me, from a business standpoint, it cost me $6 per person under my company. Right now, we only have 5 people. So y'all do the math. That's $30 that I do to give me all the tools that's branded for AJhomes.com or anything, or my business and things like that. But really recommend y'all do that, because if from a standpoint going into 2022, folks, if y'all are using a Yahoo, Gmail, or something like that for your ministry, you don't have to do that. You can go to Zoho, sign up for free, and you can get emails. I think they still have it. When I signed up, we were able to get 20 for free. Now I think they moved it to 5. But if you're 501(c) compliant, you can get Google stuff for free. I think even Microsoft Office works the same way. And link the email to your church's web domain. It's way more professional to have your church, like for us, we used to have Antioch Media at a email account. Now we have media at AntiochVerona.org. That comes off way more professional. We've done videos about that before, but I really recommend y'all do that. I was thinking about doing media ministry tips, as many media ministry tips as I could in 60 seconds. That was something I was going to work on. I got a lot of ideas, but not enough time to do them all. So let me know, folks. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Pat was saying ain't trying to get blocked. Hey, I got, man, I'm telling y'all, it's so wild. I get so many emails from people that say, oh, I love your channel and I'd love to partner with you. Oh, really? And then it goes into the email. Hey, we're selling back massagers. Dude, you ain't watched my daggone channel. What? Hey, guys, in this episode of AJ the CEO, we're going to talk about how this back massager can make your media ministry work. Well, like, get out of here. Like, I turned down a whole lot of stuff as well. And I got a couple of products that I'm working back with a couple of companies that I'm like, I'm not going to do a review because I think the product is horrible. Otis, man, you just missed it, man. I got a call talking about they want me to come down to Fort Worth. I don't know how far away you is, but we're going to be looking at going to Fort Worth sometime soon. And then I might go to Boca Chica, maybe take my daughter with me. And I don't know if y'all saw, I got my daughter's birthday was the 22nd. So, you know, daddy spoils his little baby, his princess. We got some new gear. So I need to find the picture here. I thought I had it on here. Or did I put it under pictures? See, right when I want to find a picture, now it's difficult to find. All right, there it goes. So I got my up and comer here. See if y'all like this one. This is me and my princess, my little missionary in training. Love that little girl. So just realize I don't really promote it that much, but again, the merch that we have, missionary stuff, we got some more stuff coming out with that. That all the funding that comes from that also goes back into the pile of way we can do bless this house and bless other ministries as well too. So again, Not any of those dimes, any of that stuff goes towards any of this stuff here. What y'all do to give, it goes right back to ministries that are in need. And that does not open the door for y'all to email me talking about, I'm just a small ministry out here. Why don't y'all give, why don't you donate to my church at 8K? I was like, dude, get out of my email. John saying, have you seen my comment? No, I did not, John. Let me see. Man, sorry, y'all. Don't mean to be yawning like this. And I got to get up and head to my aunt's funeral tomorrow. That's about a hour and 15-minute drive away from here. So I need to be down there by 9:30. So we're going to get up. John, I don't see it. Yeah, John, I do not see. I see, hey, AJ, have you seen my comment? But I haven't scrolling through here. I don't see it. Yeah, if you don't mind, would you please post it again? Because I'm scrolling through here and I don't see it. So my apologies. Otis was, why is this? VMix Social hadn't updated. Otis was saying that Fort Worth is about 4.5 hours from Houston. It's next door to Dallas. Man, if as much as I'm going to be there, man, I'd be willing to drive around. Unfortunately, not fortunately, that's how it's going to be in Florida. I'm going to be on the west coast of Florida. Then I got to drive all the way about 4 hours to the east coast of Florida. So, hey, man, we's getting around. Just want to remind all of y'all, if you're not a part of the Facebook group, please join that. It's like this 24/7 with people all over the world. We're, I think, 2,600 strong. You can just go to the link down below, bit.ly/MMMEFB. Modern Media Ministry Made Easy Facebook. Go to that link. All you got to do is ask the 3 questions. It's been automated because a lot of new changes have been made with Facebook. You have at least 1 hour to answer all of the questions, or automatically it cancels your request. It's something that Facebook did. Don't blame me. But all you got to do is answer the 3 questions, and then you're automatically accepted into it. And the main thing is, it just asks you, are you currently live streaming? Are you a part of the media ministry? Do you agree to the rules and regulations of the group? And if you say answer all those questions, boom, you're in. That's it. And if you live stream, you're kicked out instantly out of the group, because it's meant to help, not to spam people. All right. Let's see. We got another comment here. Steve, excuse me. Can you play videos through Worship Extreme Presenter? We currently use PowerPoint to embed our videos, but video stops playing when you click. Yes, you can play videos through Presenter. So let me open it up. I'm sure they've probably done an update since then. So, yep, let's download and install it now, and then I'll be able to bring that up. Oh, that was a small update. Yep, there's my sound of the update, given permission. And I am running Windows 11 here. So let's see. Let me show you how simple that is to do. Now, you got to make sure that you have your audio through this. So let's go ahead and cut over to the screen. I'm going to put myself top upper right. That'll be fine. So let's make a new cue list, and I'm just going to just make one here. I'm in the way. I'm going to add one of the videos that I did the other day. So here's some videos. And why is this here? Oh, that was when I was out in Ohio. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to import a video here. Let's import what's a video I just recently made? All right, like the Black Magic on Demand, which great little product there. So here's my video, and then I can have it loop. I can change the volume, and it's going to, by doing this though, if this is running into your ATEM, you need to have the audio on for this channel, and make sure, like down here in the audio, make sure, like right now, mine is going through a splitter, but this is the ATEM. I would need to select the audio right here so the audio goes through. So if I just do this now, if I launch it, you're not going to hear it. Actually, can I do it that way? Nah, I'm not going to do it that way, because I'm using a mixer, so this would be different. So if I bring this up and let's turn on my display, which display is it using? Display 2. And okay, it looks like Comcast is acting up on me, folks. Give me 1 second. I need to drop the speed. Let me take that off screen because y'all don't need to see that. Let me change the speed. All right, so I dropped my connection. So we should be getting this fixed here in a second. So I'm trying to find. There we go. All right, so we got that screen. That's not connected. No. All right, there we go. All right, so I got it now. So let's go ahead and cut back over to screen number 4. Well, let me show you. So we're back here. This has been a long... there's my audio coming through. So let me kill the audio real quick because that's too loud. So I'm playing this through Presenter, and then if I go onto the screen so that y'all can see, this is the output coming from Presenter. All right, so I can scrub through here and change the video and all this other stuff like that. So that is me playing a video through Presenter, which you can see is right here. So it's still, well, I just paused it, but that's how you can add it. Now, you're hearing it through the speakers, but if you wanted that to show through, you can plug the computer audio into your mixer. That way everybody in the house can hear it and your live stream. That's how I normally do it at my ministry as well, too. So hopefully that answers your question. John wants to know, could you also stop by St. Augustine, Florida when you're here? Well, it depends. How far away is that? I'm going to be an hour north of Tampa. And I need to see. Like, I don't mind coming and visiting y'all. Might want to email me at questions at AJ Homes and let me know. And if we can... If we can squeeze you in, we will, folks. I just need to see how far away that is. All right, so from where that is, yeah, Augustine is, it's about from where I'm going to be at least for right now. I have another ministry I'm waiting to hear from. The work is going to be done in Fort Lauderdale. That is not confirmed yet, so I haven't mentioned that. But as of right now, I'm going to be in Tampa, which is close to St. Pete, but the ministry where I'm going to be working at is actually in Spring Hill. That's where I'm going to be on January 13th through the 19th. And I just need to know, so that way if I need to stay there a little bit longer, I can just cancel the flight and go from here and there. But, hey, I'm willing, folks, to get around there and help y'all. I just appreciate the fact that y'all want little old me to come out there. So I'll be more than willing to. We just got to make the schedules match so we can do it. Daniel. So wait a minute, AJ. So you're saying I can't offer my organ lessons through the Facebook group? Not the Modern Media Ministry one. No, that's cross promotion. We don't do that. But back to Daniel wants to know. So is it true you can't play those videos through Presenter unless you have a paid subscription? No, that is just presenter itself. You can't have multiple displays or a stage display with the free version of presenter, meaning that the free version, you can just have one audience display. That's it. You can't have anything else. The paid version allows you to have as many screens as you have video outputs on your computer. So, yes, that's not, they do not put the playing a video behind a pay gate. And this is still, like, Comcast is cutting up. It's talking about, I still don't have enough video. See, Comcast is just dropping left and right, man. I wish I can get back to Fios. But D, when you record service, do you pan the congregation? If so, how much? It all depends, D. Like in the past funeral that I just did, I did pan for that. And honestly, I didn't pan a lot. In full transparency, sometimes I don't pan a lot because if we're not doing something like how we should, I don't want to give any video evidence to anyone about what we're not doing. But for the funeral that we recently did, yes, I panned it so that the family can see that. But honestly, nobody in the family asked me to make a DVD. So I'm going to keep it until the end of next month, and then I'm going to delete that video. But I do it a little bit during regular service. Before it was COVID, I would, if the congregation is really getting into it, I'll pan over. If I'm seeing engagement with head nods and going around with stuff like that, when the sermon is being done, I do it a lot that way. Not a lot, but I'll probably do it maybe for about like 2 seconds and then fade back, something like that. So Jinx was saying that we stream but don't pan the congregation. Okay, cool. All right, and John was saying, yeah, it's about 3 hours. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. So from looking at where I was going to be going to, again, I ain't got no issue with the driving, folks. So that's about how far. So I'm going to be here at Spring Hill, and that so y'all can see technically where everything is. I was just here. So honestly, that still is closer than where Fort Lauderdale is. But honestly, at this point, I would probably take a flight. I think a flight would probably be cheaper. But we'll see. Hey, folks, like I said, I am more than willing to come out and help. I just need to get permission from my daughter because I know she misses daddy. So I just want to give her a heads up so you can see. Daniel here. And I'm probably going to cut it short here, folks, so we can have enough time to eat and then get ready for this round table as well, too. The new Mac Mini only gives 2 video outputs. How can I add more display outputs? Get a PC. I'm not saying that mean because I have one. That's my issue with this. I had an external display so that I can hopefully do multiple, but that's just the nature of this. Now, if the new Mac Mini is the one with that new chip, if they support it, you can get something as simple as trying to not drop my cables here behind the floor. You can get something like this. This is an Anchor USB hub that gives me my display. This is what I have connected to my Mac Mini that gives me a connection out to my ATEM when I have it connected. And I tried to use another one. It just doesn't work, which stinks. But that's see, this is not, I'm not an Apple hater, but sometimes the stuff they do, it just doesn't make sense. That's why I've heard so many people bought the Mac Mini to use for their scripture and lyric, but then when they try to do another screen, it doesn't work because it doesn't support it, which I don't know why. Yeah, so if you have the same type of one that I have the base Mac Mini that's 8 gigs in memory. It doesn't support. Maybe the newer ones will support it, but I know mine doesn't. Steve. Yes, thanks for help. Is that on the free version or only the paid? That works for either one, free or the paid. Daniel was saying getting the PC is not an option. That unfortunately, then that's the only thing. Because I mean, you could get an external GPU for your Mac, but honestly, by the time you get one, you could have bought a PC to do that. So, but hey, folks, I think that's about it. You know, stay encouraged, folks. I mean, the good thing is I do stuff like this to chat with y'all, just to know that whatever you're going through, it ain't nothing new under the sun. You're probably dealing with something that some of us have dealt with. You know, you're either going into a situation, you're going through a situation, or you just came out of one. And that's where we're trying to build this community together for us to build off each other and help each other through the situations. Thank y'all so much for everything that y'all are doing in your media ministries. Really appreciate it. Thank you for trusting me. Those who've invited me out, those who have bought my book, bought anything and supported me in any way, shape, or form. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And that's why I do everything I possibly can to help y'all modernize your media ministry, give you training, give you tips to hopefully make your journey a lot easier. I want to thank my patrons and YouTube members for making all of these videos possible throughout the years. Their names on the screen right now. You too can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, or you can become a YouTube member by clicking the link down below, just like Pat did. And hey, no matter which way you pick, folks, you are helping us train media ministries all over the world. If no one's ever told you, thank you for what you're doing for the body of Christ in your local ministry, because if you help one person, guess what? We all win, because we're all one team. We're not a little kingdom to ourselves. We all working together. That's why I don't care what denomination you are. Don't care what color, creed, whatever. Unless you're drinking snake blood, if you drink, what we say, haven't said it in a long time, if you sprinkle, dip, or dunk, it doesn't matter. We're all on the same team. And I'm here to help you as best as I possibly can. So if y'all are going to be on the round table, I will talk with y'all then. Information is on the Facebook group. And that's about it, folks. So you have a good one. I'm going to get something to eat, and we'll talk to y'all later.